There is a verse in Scripture that slices through fear like a sword. A verse that breaks anxiety, insecurity, hesitation, and intimidation at their root. A verse that reminds you who you truly are in God. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind. This one line reveals a spiritual truth many believers forget. Fear is not your identity. It is not your inheritance, and fear is not your portion. If it didn't come from God, it doesn't belong in you. Paul wrote this to Timothy, a young leader struggling with insecurity, carrying the weight of responsibility and surrounded by pressure. And like many of us, Timothy was tempted to shrink back, to doubt himself, to let fear become louder than faith. So Paul reminds him, and reminds you, fear is not your origin. It is not your DNA. Fear is not your master. God did not breathe fear into you. He breathed power, love, clarity, stability, and a sound mind into you. Let's break this down. Firstly, the Greek word for power is dunamis, the same root for dynamite, explosive power, miracle-working power, inner strength that does not collapse under pressure. This is not ordinary strength. It is strength that comes straight from the Spirit of God living inside you. You think you're weak, but God says you're powerful. You think you can't make it, but God says you're stronger than you feel. You think you're unqualified, but God says His power is made perfect in your weakness. Secondly, love. Fear cannot stay where love lives. Fear screams, "You're not enough. You're alone. What if you fail?" But love whispers, "I am with you. I chose you. I will never leave you." Love is not soft. It is the greatest force in the universe. When God's love takes root in your heart, fear loses its grip. Perfect love casts out fear, not gently, but forcefully. And finally, a sound mind. Become the guardian of your own thinking. Having a sound mind means clear thinking, spiritual stability, emotional strength, and the ability to stay grounded in chaos and find peace in the midst of pressure. Fear will try to cloud your mind, but God clears it. It will try to overwhelm you, but God will stabilize you. The enemy will whisper fear over you to try and confuse you, but God will give you clarity. Here's the truth most people never hear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving despite the fear, empowered by the Spirit within you. You don't wait to feel fearless. You act because God is with you. You step forward because He's strengthening you. You speak, you try, you build, you obey, not because you feel brave, but because God placed bravery inside you. Every time fear rises, remind your soul, this didn't come from God, so it has no right to stay. You were created for more than anxiety, more than hesitation, insecurity, or intimidation. You were created for boldness, for purpose, impact, power, love, and a sound mind. So today, lift your head, straighten your shoulders, quiet your fears, open your heart, and remind your spirit, God did not give me fear, and with God, I will not be shaken. Fear is leaving, courage is rising, and your purpose is calling. Keep moving.
Fear tried to name me, tried to take control. Whispered I was weak, tried to shake my soul. But if it's not from God, it's got no claim. I won't wear the weight, I won't bear the shame. I hear the truth cut through the noise, a sharper sound, a louder voice. God did not give me fear, so fear don't belong here. one step